Andre and I'm a black nerd. I talked about Rosalina being announced as being part of Smash Brothers. It was all part of the Nintendo Direct, but there were some other announcements that Nintendo made during that same Direct press conference video thingy. And I wanted to talk about a couple of those because you specifically asked for some of the information about them. The big thing you kept asking me about is, Andre, what do you think of Hyrule Warriors? So there's this game called Dynasty Warriors, which is basically you run around and beat the crap out of everything with the biggest weapons possible. So Nintendo is working to make a Legend of Zelda version of that. So you'll basically be Link, who is the boy, not the girl. News stations. Link is the boy, Zelda's the girl. You go, girl. And he's gonna be hacking and slashing. It's a crazy action game and it looks so much fun. Oh my god, when this came up, and this was like the first thing that they showed in this. I was waking up early because they show these things at like 6 o'clock in the morning, these Nintendo Directs. And when it came on, I was like, oh god. I was waking up just like, alright, here we go. This Nintendo gonna tell me about Cranky Kong. Here's Hyrule Warriors. And you're just like, what? It was just amazing because I love Legend of Zelda in theory. I like the character of Link a lot. Onion Ring of Time. That was the one I've played the most. I've always like dabbled in them, but I've never been full on like, whoa, Legend of Zelda. Mainly because I always felt like that's a game you gotta give time. I play games, but I play them whenever I have little moments and pockets of time, and I feel like Zelda's a game, you can't just like hit it and quit it with Legend of Zelda. You gotta, that's a relationship. You gotta put a ring on that game. Mario, you can just have one night stands with him all week long, and you just be like, all right, I played a couple levels with you. I'll call you when I need you again. And Mario's in the corner crying by the phone like, I hope he calls me back. Got some more levels. He needs to see you. Come on, Andre, pick up the phone. And Luigi's like, that Mario, he's just not that into you. Was that Luigi or Wario? I can't even really tell. That was a little bit of a, I'm a Wario, I'm a Luigi. It's all the same thing to me. I can't do the voices differently. It's the year of Wario. I take it over. But yes, Hyrule Warriors, I'm really excited about this game. I'm hoping it's a full video game. They didn't really say if this was gonna be like a full retail game or if this is gonna be like a download only $14.99 type thing that you just put on your Wii U. I'm really hoping it's a full game because I would love to see this type of game be out there. I feel like Legend of Zelda and a lot of the other Nintendo franchises, they do great with their games, their comfort zones, but it's nice to see them trying to put the characters in something completely different, and especially working with a game that's already out, working with a franchise and putting them together to make something kind of new out of it. This is the thing I think Nintendo can do because Nintendo is known for their characters. There's no question about that. They have some of the biggest, most popular franchises, but what you gotta do a lot of times, you have to wait for each game to come out. And we appreciate it because once you put them out, they're perfected, they're great, you always get 9s and 10s and everyone loves them, but there's a lot of gap in between those times where you're just like, whoa, what else are we gonna get? And I think this could be a way that could be like, well, here's some of your characters, you can enjoy them in different outlets until it comes time to give you the big game, you know, the money maker. Give us some DLC, give us some Nintendo DLC. You're putting Sonic in Yoshi's Island, let's put Link in everything. Put a link in there. And speaking of playing around with your franchises, they also came out with this game called NES REMIX. Sections, little tiny pieces of some old Nintendo games, like the old 8-bit games, but they've all been like messed up. There's all these weird changes that they made to them. Like there's a stage where you play through Super Mario Brothers, but it's all on ice. They put Link in Donkey Kong, and you have to defeat Donkey Kong as Link, you know, get up to the top. And as you know, Donkey Kong is just constantly throwing barrels. Link's got to get around these things, but he can't jump. White Links can't jump. Wesley Snipes. I'm gonna download this and I'll let you know how I feel about it once I've played it a little bit. But again, I think this is great. It's nice to see Nintendo doing this because so many people have done it on the internet for so long. It's about time Nintendo just was like, you know what? Instead of everyone else making these hack ROMs of our games, let's just make our own. It's just nice to see Nintendo take this freedom. I mean, we've seen them do some interesting things before. Like they put Link and Soul Calibur back in the day on the GameCube. They had Mario and Luigi and Peach in NBA Street. They play around, but I feel like this is the cool thing that they could be doing right now is like take these characters, do something new with them, do something fresh with them. That's what made Super Mario RPG so awesome because it was like, well, here's this completely different genre that Mario is not a part of, and they figured out a way to make the Mario world fit within that genre. One of the best games ever on Super Nintendo. Super Smash Brothers. Who would have ever thought that we would have a fighting game with Nintendo characters? But it was something they put together, they tried it, and now it's one of their biggest franchises that they have. Nintendo does a great job with innovating characters, and I appreciate that sometimes they want to always be like, we're different. different. We come up with different things. But you know, sometimes every once in a while, there's nothing wrong with just getting in the mix with all the other types of games and just doing what they do, but just with your characters. You know, sometimes you want to go to a nice fancy restaurant and dress yourself up and eat a steak, and sometimes you just want a Jack in the Box meal where they put a cheeseburger on top of a grilled cheese sandwich on top of that and give you 2 tacos with it after 9 o'clock. Sometimes, Nintendo, you need to be Jack in the Box. Link in the box. Now I want to hear from you. Are you excited about Hyrule Warriors? Are you getting NES Remix? And if you could take any Nintendo character and stick them in a completely different video game franchise or series, what would it be? What 2 video games, Nintendo game and some other game, put them together to make a brand new game? I actually thought of something that I think Nintendo should do based on something that they showed, but I'm gonna save that for my next video. Teaser! I love you like a play cousin. I'm Addy 5000. Chain chomp, yomp. Oh, Princess Peach, you have a kingdom? That's cute. I got a galaxy.
Can I be Luigi? He jumps high. Without Luigi, I can't jump.
Wesley Snipes. I'm a Wario. I'm a Luigi.